Hey guys, welcome to Doug Will Fix It. And today we're going to talk about parking brake failure on the modern BMWs. I've seen it on some VWs as well. So what happens is you've got these fancy electronic handbrakes, and one day it just stops working. Either it stops working when the brake is on, or it stops working with the brake is off. If it stops with the brake is off, you're lucky and you're not stranded. But if it stops with the brake, with the handbrake or parking brake locked on, then you're basically stuck and you have to follow the emergency release process, which is in my other video, and you'll see it in the link to this. So what happened is 2 weeks ago, driving the car about 40 miles an hour, I tapped the brakes, parking brake, all the brake lights came on, and after turning the car on and off, only the parking brake had failed. ABS came on, everything came on, but they all reset fine. But parking brake, I was getting a yellow warning light. Now you can see it's red, or kind of see it's red. I was getting a yellow warning light, and I was getting a message on the screen, and I put a picture up of what that really looks like. And I had a couple of guys look at it, and they're saying, look, it looks like the actuator has failed, the handbrake actuator, and or the parking brake actuator. That's quite a common fault. So today I was actually going to take that parking actuator out. It's under the car in the boot. So you have to get under it and remove it, and it's not that straightforward. And I was prepared to do that. But what I did instead, by luck, right, to get it back into this state. Now, if you see, if I release it, it's working, and you can actually hear. I can hear the handbrake running now. And for the last 2 weeks, it's just been an orange light. I've tried reset procedures, it didn't work. So this is what I did to get it to work. So before you start removing parking actuators and all this jazz, try what I'm about to show you. Okay. Alright, so this is a BMW E70, okay? Now I had a parking brake failure, and I showed in my previous video that you use that red tool, you see it there, that big red handle, and you can do an emergency parking release. You can release the parking brake by attaching that thing to this, right? But I never had to do that because my brake failed while it was running, while I was driving, not while it was parked up. So what I did to get this running was I found that on the right hand side I've got this fuse box, okay? Can you see that fuse box? All right, and then I got this little manual out. Let me get this out of the way for you. Okay, 1 second. So I've got this little piece of paper out. Okay, let's have a quick look. All right. Okay, here we go. So I had a look at this and I found, oh look, P, parking brake, fuse 10, 94, 129. Fuse 10, 94, 129. So I went, okay, let's see if we can find that fuse, just to see, maybe it's blown, you never know, it's unlikely. And then the mechanic said to me, a couple of my guys have said to me, no, it's probably not, it's definitely not the fuse, it's a common problem. And it is. So I didn't find this fuse box, but this one is the one I just showed you on the video a bit ago. So I look, 94 is blank, 10 is up there, so I don't know where that is, but I found 129. Okay, so I'm going to show you 129. So 129 is this fuse here, okay, based on that diagram. And all I did was pull it out. I checked it. I pulled the fuse out. So this one, you can see there's a little fuse tool here. I grabbed it. I eyeballed it. It looked fine. And the car's actually saying parking brake has failed. Alright, it's actually saying it. I'm going to actually show you that now. Hold on. So now, you can see it's gone orange. You see that? And here you can see it says parking brake failed to park, engage transmission. You see that? So I pulled the fuse out. And I was getting this message anyway, regardless. I was getting this message. And I pulled the fuse out. So I'm going to put this back in. Hold on. Let's use my fingers. So the fuse is back in, and that's all I did. And somehow it reset the parking brake, and the thing just started working. So I'm going to go back, hopefully. That's all I did. So now I'm back at the car, I started it up, and the message is cleared. And if I turn the car off, I just heard the brake go on, and you might just hear it. And the message has gone off the screen as well. And that was it. And I got it working just by chance. How about that, eh? And I did say to the guy, mechanic, maybe it's the fuse. And he was like, no, but the fuse I checked, it's not actually blown. But by pulling, the process of pulling it out and putting it back in has reset the handbrake control actuator. And the things just started working. How about that, eh? How about that? Pretty sick, innit? So, rather than spending an actuator from BM's about 800 quid. So that's about $1,000, I think. And you can get reconditioned ones, which are about, you know, $600, maybe £400 to £500. But in my case, you can see it's fixed it. Peace out. Hope you enjoyed that video. Make sure you like and sub, and we'll get back to you guys soon.